EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. Check flag 47. All day. All day. Kill, kill, kill. Back, back, back.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Let him go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brees. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow 80. Hey, pick your game up. Come on.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Freeman the first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Guys, man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Man, that's over the middle perfect interception, man. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This bitch turn around and bat the ball to the ground.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. They toss to Freeman.
Man, what the fuck?
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Man,
looking
get
for
the
Thomas,
fuck out
but
of
that's
here, man.
intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Fights through and now a crease. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
I don't love the ball. This bitch jumped 7 feet.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you gotta have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
You talking about he just caught it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Breeze now to throw. This is caught by Gill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 95-56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Damn, hike the ball. What the hell it is?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check it back. Kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Breeze here finding Kamara. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith, and he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Oh, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go.
You wouldn't know what fucking near there, man.
Thomas,
this bitch don't church around.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Got it. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 47.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. You ready? They can't hang with us.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having him to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. The final shot before half for Breeze. And it is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Ain't no problem. I just been playing stupid, man. I just got a moving ball ain't been no problem. I went straight down the field on my board. Okay.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To throw, it's Breeze.
Come on, man.
So certainly an interesting
wide open.
And
Where
the
the fuck they
Falcons
come
will
from?
take control of the football in great field position.
I'm just fucking up. Shit, that's all it is to it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Another way to put it. Shit.
Now Ryan. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze.
What the fuck it is?
The pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
4th down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Ryan will throw again. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Breeze. And it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Man, Smith. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And Ginn's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? I know you ain't got it. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
First down, New Orleans.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver. And a big turnover there.
Yeah,
as
I'm
his
just playing
guys will
stupid
get the
as fuck.
football
They're
back.
just too easy to run on
couldn't
these
get the hook
bitches.
up there that time with
did that dumb
Thomas.
ass shit there on the 2-yard line. I need to get my ass whooped.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The
On the
scoreboard
fucking
speaks for itself,
2-yard
but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.